Oh, things have turned. How the involvement of UN into Kanu's case have made many quarters to panic as the UN has requested and asked for Nigerian government on 4 counts of human rights abuse. Hello, my wonderful people. Yesterday, we brought you up to speed with regards to what is going on with Nnamdi Kanu's case, how things ought to be, and what needs to be done immediately. We brought you up to speed that the UN have gotten really involved. Thank God for those who have been relentless in ensuring that Nnamdi Kanu gets truth and justice, because in Nigeria today, truth is relative. Okay, so what you think was the right thing, you'll be shocked, has been changed or has been transformed, and it's not what it used to be. You'll be shocked that things have changed and the name of what was is no longer what it is. The Attorney General of the Federation, a man who has been so engulfed in every form of atrocities and crime, yet is the man who is supposed to be the Minister of Justice. The way Nnamdi Kanu has been treated, it's absurd. Yet, Pantami, the Minister of Digital Information, what is his relationship with, worst group in the world has been covered. What about the disgraced cop? He's asking them to clear him. What about Gumi? They don't say anything. You see what's going on? Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Unbelievable how UN involvement in Kanu's case has made a U-turn as a request for human rights abuse from the Nigerian and Kenyan government. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra is currently in detention at the facilities of the Department of State Security Services, DSS. He is facing a 7-count charges slammed on him by the federal government. Recall that he was initially facing a trial in Nigeria before he left in 2017 and flew abroad. However, the United Nations, through the Committee Against Torture and the UN Human Rights Committee, has involved itself in the trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As it reacts to the information United Nations received from some source on the allegations of enforced disappearance, abroad detention, torture, ill-treatment of Nnamdi Kanu. Hence, the United Nations has made 4 explicit human rights requests to the federal government of Nigeria. 1. That the federal government should explain the initial step it took to safeguard the rights of Kanu in compliance with international instruments. 2. That the federal government should provide detailed information with regards to the current state of health of Nnamdi Kanu while he's still in detention. 3. That the federal government should provide detailed information on how Nnamdi Kanu was extradited to Nigeria. 4. That the federal government should ensure that Nnamdi Kanu has access to medical facilities required for his health condition. It is a good thing that the United Nations, through the Committee Against Torture and the Human Rights Committee, are based on the fundamentals of human rights, and this has turned the case in another direction as the Nigerian government is more careful in the dealings and handling of Nnamdi Kanu's issue. This has sent panic to the federal government. Yes, they need to panic, because you cannot sit back and begin to treat human beings as if they are not. Why some other people go scot-free in this same country? It's not done. You don't do that. You don't. You don't do that. Some persons get away with it, while some other persons are indicted. If it's one size fits all, then we understand what we are doing. You don't come from different direction and say one thing and say the other. No, it doesn't work that way. If you're telling us this is what it is, then let us believe you. Don't tell us one and do another. So Nnamdi Kanu's case, has really gone beyond they can imagine. It was not all that they thought about. What they thought about or what they thought would have come out of this case is beyond they can imagine. So it is happening. It is happening. And it's a good thing that the federal government is being held responsible, because our very own Attorney General of the Federation is a very, do I call him a corny man? I think that would be a good name to start with. I mean, that would be a good name to start with. A man who, like I was earlier reiterating, look at Pantami. Pantami is not just Nigeria, it's on a global scale. In fact, allegedly, it's rumored that he's one of those on the watch list of the United States of America on terrorism. A minister, a serving minister in Nigeria. How does that now speak about the country's integrity? Yet Buhari covered it up. Nigerians asked tirelessly for this man to be impeached. My dear, it fell on deaf ear. But guess what? The common man on the street, there's this man that sang one song. He said, poor man, when he steal Maggie, they show his face for crime fighter. Why rich man, when he carry Nigeria put for a pocket, or man they praise her, baba o, baba o. I mean, if you look at what is going on, you understand what the definition of oppression. You understand it clearly. Thank God for the United Nations that have gotten involved in the Kanu'S case, which has turned it, because the federal government will have to explain how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got to Nigeria. This man was, I mean, like what we heard, because he's going to give his account, you see. He's going to give his account, and there'll be CCTV camera. I know that some people will be trying to quickly do what we call collateral damage, quickly cover the whole thing up. But, I mean, how he got on the plane from, because this investigation is not just a Nigerian investigation. It's going to go on a national scale, so that they will see his departure, or whoever I was communicating with, whether it was on deceit or whatever, from the UK, because he's a British citizen, you see, how he departed whatever airport he left in the UK to get to Kenya, how he was received, the airline. People will be questioned. We will get to the bottom of it. Because the federal government of Nigeria, the Attorney General of the Federation, every one of them, I know that they are smoking red hot right now, wondering what next. Wondering what next. Because you don't treat people that way. Look at Gumi threatening Nigeria as a nation. Nothing is being done to that. Nobody is paying attention. In fact, he did not threaten that you say it was a hearsay. He just said, somebody said, he said no. He wrote it out, well spelled out, telling the world that Nigeria will be dealt with, blah, 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 if they dare declare, he's the head of the Boko Haram anyway, because you see him sitting in their midst comfortably, having discussions, having meetings with them, and so Nigerian government has to explain to the world, how did Kanu get here? Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.